Day 20 of the singing challenge. We're almost done. I'm so excited about that. Today I want to talk to you about the line, okay? So we've spoken about alignment. We did the chin tuck. It brought a nice alignment. I don't know if you've had a chance to apply this. You apply this in yoga a lot and probably Pilates, I'm not sure, but this is pretty common practice. It just aligns the spine, and as we know, there's a lot of benefits with that. A healthy spine is a healthy mind and a healthy everything, basically. But what I want to talk to you about today is another line, the singing line. You see, when we sing, we follow a line. Instead of going up and down when we have big jumps in our, because that's basically the jumping is where the challenges are, okay? That's when we tense up. That's where we place the voice. It's like, oh, I'm just going to position my voice there just to be sure. Well, that's where you go wrong, because you can't possibly know where that is. You can't. You have to trust that it goes and just let it go naturally as you express yourself, okay? That's the best way. That's the authentic way, right? And you'll get the best results. Best texture, best feeling, best response ever. So following a straight line as we sing, instead of going up and down like this, and we just keep going straight even though I'm going up or down. And then your low notes you won't squish them, and your high notes, you won't overshoot them. Okay, so just keep that. So here's an exercise that's going to be a little bit easier for you to understand this. If we do, for instance, a fifth, which is a pretty big jump. And I love this exercise on video. Don't you love those lips? Film yourself doing this. Have a giggle. And by the way, if you're not able to do this, it's because you're not working the right muscles. This is purely core, purely. And remember, if you want to use your core, if you want the core to be engaged, you have to release everything else. And then the core is like, oh, okay, nobody else is working here? Okay, I'll pick it up. Okay, so to get this, that's how, just put it in the belly. Engage, engage. Okay, always the core, always. So now we're going to do this jump, but instead of going up and down, just keep it in a straight line. Try that. And of course, we are multi-dimensional beings, so the line doesn't just go in the front, it goes through the back of the head. So this was really helpful for the high notes. You just feel that there is a energy line that's piercing through the back of your head, like your note extends in both ways. You have a lot of room, basically, a lot of room. But try to keep that focused. I always tell my students, you're a tiny little voice in a huge, enormous body. Okay, so don't try to have a big voice. Your voice is what it is. And the more you will let it be, the more it's going to reach its full potential, basically. And of course, when we focus on this line, or the energy in the belly, when we focus anything, it becomes laser sharp. Okay? Lots of advantages there. So, keeping it in a straight line. This is also a good visualization for when you sing in a mic. Okay, you position the mic and you visualize a straight line going into that mic. When you're singing acoustically, you visualize a straight line going out, like that. And let me know how this goes, but this changed everything for me, and it still does. It just brings my focus in It makes it so much easier. This is another level of easiness right there, doing the line. Okay, great for high notes, great for easiness, great, great, great. Okay, so here's my song for you today. I keep a close watch on this mind of mine. I keep my heart wide open all the time. I keep my ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're fine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find I'm never alone when the day is through. Yes, I admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're fine, I walk that line. Just a little, a little song. So when you bring this to your song, if you have a song that you're like, oh yeah, there's this song with this higher note, I always mess it up, or I never like that note, try it. Just stay calm, do your warm-up, calm your breath, calm your breathing, tell yourself, hey, we're here to learn. It's all good, right? And just calm yourself right down and just try this. But remember, if you're focused on something, this will shut off. So you have an opportunity to do it. Perfect. Last day tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. See you then.